Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you in good health. I don't know where you are watching it from. Kisumu is fine and I'm also well. Maybe you could let me know the county and the country you are watching this video from. Yesterday was a very interesting day in this country, politically speaking. The Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, decided to provoke President Uhuru Kenyatta by holding a rally right at the gate of President Uhuru Kenyatta's home in the village. And during that event, or that rally, Moses Kuria, who is the member of parliament representing President Uhuru Kenyatta in parliament, used the occasion to launch an attack on Raila Odinga. President Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting Raila Odinga's bid for the presidency. That's important. And at the same time, Rigathi Gachagua, who is supposed to be William Ruto's running mate, also launched an attack on President Uhuru Kenyatta and the family. According to Rigathi, the Kenyatta families are land grabbers who grabbed land from the Kikuyus to the size, almost the size of the entire Nyanza, according to Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is a former personal assistant to the president. So his statement was basically meant to provoke and incite President Uhuru Kenyatta's village against the president. And while the deputy president and his brigades were in Ichaweri, President Uhuru Kenyatta also decided to get out of State House and went to Korogocho, where he held an impromptu rally. And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, President Uhuru Kenyatta, in my view, wanted to pass a message to the Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. The reception in Korogocho was massive for the president. So in this video, I want us to look at the message the president wanted to send to his deputy, who was in his backyard, by going outside there in Korogocho and receiving the kind of reception he received. But before we go into all those details, I want you first of all to watch how the president was well received in Korogocho.
Tupange mikakati ya vile kazi itafanywa. Mutashikilia baba na Azimio mkono. Nione tena kwa mikono, nione. Wenzangu, nasema tena.
Now, that's President Uhuru Kenyatta being received in Korogocho. What's your opinion about that reception? One thing you need to note is that this particular meeting or this particular rally by President Uhuru Kenyatta was not planned. And therefore, there was no mobilization. The entire Azimio brigades actually had a rally in Nairobi, but not in the place where the president was. So I want us to look at the message which the president managed to send to his deputy. But before we get into all those details, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support. And by the way, tomorrow I will be in Homa Bay. Very briefly, I've been invited to attend the official launch of Janabi, who is running for the governor, Isaiah Ogwe. And you all know that personally I support Gladys Wanga, but because they've invited me, I'll be there very briefly to just have a feel of his campaign, because I've been really amazed by his campaigns so far. If you look at the way campaigns are being conducted in Homa Bay, the only person who is, as far as I'm concerned, as at now, is not engaging himself in personal attacks is this guy. But he's been part and parcel of the current regime, and therefore a lot of people have been having a lot of questions whether he's the right guy to replace Governor Awiti. But let me go there tomorrow, then I'll come back with the feedback. Now, let us get back to our subject for today. Before I forget, next week I will be in Mombasa. So if you are in Mombasa and you want us to meet, have coffee, enda kwa my WhatsApp, send me a message. I'll be there for only 2 or 3 days, so time will be very short. So if you'll be lucky, we'll have coffee there. Now, what message was President Uhuru Kenyatta trying to send to his deputy? I want to be very brief. The first message he was sending to his deputy is that his support base is still unshaken. That's number one. That his popularity as President Uhuru Kenyatta is still intact. Uhuru Kenyatta on Thursday made a technical appearance, just an impromptu appearance in Kenyatta Market, where he had lunch, nyama choma, and the reception was good. Again, the president was in Korogocho, massively received. You could feel from the crowd. The crowd relayed that message. And the message is now clear that as much as you want to believe that the president is finished, as much as you want, this is the president telling the DP, as much as you want to go to my backyard to try to prove a point that personally I'm done, that's not the truth. The truth of the matter is that for me, I still have my support base. That support base is still intact. My popularity is intact. Otherwise, how would you explain the kind of reception the president got there? So that's the first message he delivered to his deputy. His support base is intact, and once he activates it, the deputy president should be ready for a fight. That's number one. Number two, the president is also sending another coded message to his deputy that I can pull this kind of crowd and you can feel the people. What if we combine forces with Raila Odinga? How will that reception be? Where will you hide? So the truth of the matter is that a combined force of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga is enough to kick William Samoei Ruto out of Nairobi politics once and for all. I want to assure you that after today's event, those who are supporting the deputy president and are planning to contest on UDA ticket and were previously in Jubilee Party, I am sure those guys are not going to have a nice sleep. Today they are going to have sleepless night. Why? Because the president just went there, made a technical appearance, you saw the reception. What if Raila Odinga was also to make another technical appearance somewhere, and these guys finally decided to appear together at this particular hour? Remember, while the president was making this appearance, the Azimio team was also combing other parts of Nairobi, and the reception was also massive. So basically, the president is telling his deputy that a combined force of Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta and myself, you can't match. So you can run to my village, do whatever you do there. I don't care. But just know that my support base is intact. I'm going to combine forces with Raila Odinga, and there's nothing you will do. So that's number 2. Number 3, I think it's also about sending a warning to the DP that I'm yet to start campaigning. When I will begin my campaigns, you will have nowhere to put your head. The truth of the matter is that so far, President Uhuru Kenyatta has just declared that he's supporting Raila Odinga. So far, President Uhuru Kenyatta is yet to go with Raila Odinga or even to start campaigning for him in his backyard. He has avoided that. But the place where the president went today is predominantly the Kikuyus. So you can't tell me that the Kikuyus in Korogocho and the Kikuyus in Kiambu are singing different languages. You can't tell me that, and I can't be convinced. So the truth is, the president simply wanted to send a message to his DP that I'm yet to get out to start campaigning. Once I begin that campaign, you will not find any place to put your head. And number 4, in my view, the president was also sending a message to his DP that you can hire a crowd, you can mobilize a crowd. I don't care. For me, I have an organic crowd. Remember, the deputy president was in President Uhuru Kenyatta's backyard. And by yesterday, there were accusations of crowd being mobilized, either to attack the DP or to attend this rally. And if you watched William Ruto's rally today, everybody was branded. Almost 90% of the people in all the stops of us were actually in yellow, the UDA t-shirts, which means someone mobilized them and then they were given the t-shirts to go for that rally. What about President Uhuru Kenyatta's rally today? If you look at that President Uhuru Kenyatta's rally, it was organic because everybody, their head, their own, like if you're putting on like this, that's what the cameras captured. Camera did not capture any Azimio or color. Like if you compare with the ODM rallies which was going on in other parts of Nairobi yesterday, the truth is those rallies were branded, but Uhuru Kenyatta's and the crowd which attended his event were never branded. So the truth is, the president is telling his deputy, I have a crowd which is organic. Yours is mobilized. Number 5, in my view, the deputy president was in Gatundu. So what the president wanted, he wanted to take the limelight away from Gatundu. And as fate would have it, the first person who helped him that was Moses Kuria. After Moses Kuria's comment, nobody bothered about what the deputy president was saying in Gatundu. And beyond that, Uhuru Kenyatta then appeared. And the crowd was that. So in this country today, people are talking of 2 things. Uhuru Kenyatta's visit to Korogocho and Moses Kuria comment on Raila Odinga and the Luos in particular. And number 6, the president is also sending out a message to the DP that he will soon start hitting the ground. And the moment he will hit the ground, things will be totally different. And lastly, I think he was also telling his deputy that I've monitored you and you've underrated me for a very long time. Let me just show you what I have in store. But we are going to meet very, very soon. I don't know what you think, but that's my thought. Uhuru Kenyatta decided to deliver a very strong message to his DP. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye for now.